Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time to run here the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weekends are going off to a great start here. Hopefully, we're back on schedule for the Like Street goal. We have a couple videos very close to 3K so far from this week, including our short as well. So if you have not seen the short, definitely go check it out. It's a great animation short by Alex. And also, here's your Mosh Pet of the day from the Invicta subreddit. We haven't had one of these in a little bit. Sent in here by Mozgo Moika. I'm probably saying that wrong. Who said, title thread was Mosh Pet's Shelly, an Irish Terrier, and then in the thread they also said she fell asleep like me usually, but I always watch the video to the end later in the morning. I do love me some Irish Terriers. They're just they're a comfy dog. Does that make sense? You know, I know they can be pretty high energy as well, but they're also just a really chill, laid back, just a quintessential dog. You know, I like them. So shout out to Shelly. How you doing, Shelly? Shelly's a good girl. Today is going to be 9 Sierra 2 Quebec. Mike X-Ray Whiskey Echo. We've got, oh my gosh, our shot speed. Why does it seem like we're shooting so fast? Maybe it's because we just haven't had good shot speed in a long time. Maybe that's what I'm just not used to. Also starting off with 3.60 damage, which is honestly like heaven compared to what we've been starting with lately. Tears rate is excellent. 3.35 to start with is just huge, and we're also starting off with Contract from Below, which is going to give us either it's either going to give us double drops after room clears or give us nothing. It's that simple. So it's kind of like Humbling Bundle in a way, but not quite. The combination of the two, of course, means that you're just going to be balling out of control in terms of bombs and keys and all that kind of good stuff, and coins. But the nice thing about Contract from Below is that it also helps out with the generation of chests and hearts as well. So if you have one soul heart, you're going to get 2 soul hearts. If you have one chest that spawns, you're likely to get 2. It's just an all-around great support item. Then we also are starting off with Mama Mega in our spacebar item slot, which is, you know, Mama Mega's fine. We can use her to either get into boss rush, so we're not really, you know, pressed to do so, or we can just rip it and go for the guaranteed level clear on floor 2, just so we get our devil deal. If we had a terrible start, I'd rip it as soon as possible. But it's a little bit of a waste here. We don't really stand to gain much on floor 1. Unless if there's a bunch of rocks or something that we really truly needed to blow up. Our base stats are competent enough to where I don't have to really worry too much about that. Just need to get our damage. And yeah, you know, it's a great start here. Hopefully June can turn it around, man. It's been a rough month for runs here. I think that it's very easy to say now that June has fallen down to one of the weakest months that we've had this year, unfortunately. And you know, I'm hoping that we end with a roar here instead of a little whimper. We go on to July. Summer in full swing right now, man. It's kind of weird because it hasn't been hot temperature-wise here. I mean, it's been hot like always, but the thing that's been insane outside lately has been the humidity. Humidity has been out of control outside. And we have had a lot of rain in the area, which has been great. It keeps the heat down for sure. But the byproduct of that is, of course, is that we are getting inundated with just 100% humidity. It feels like 110% humidity outside. I mean, it's pretty gnarly. Although I will say I'd rather be humid than dry. Being too dry really is bad for your skin. Gonna wait on Mama Mega here as we get on to floor 2. We did get a ball bandage, which, you know, is not the most exciting drop ever. I decided to bite the bullet, and I am going to get rid of my 3090 in favor of a different graphics card. I'm not gonna say which one, but it's pretty expensive. But I've had enough of. I think that I've gotten all I can out of this 3090. I've always suspected that it's been kind of bad, and as we've seen, as the videos kept going on and on and on, you know, Isaac started hitching again, like back on the old computer, and I'm having issues with Dune Awakening. So yeah, I've decided to bite the bullet. I'm gonna be getting rid of the video card. I'm probably gonna end up having to reformat as well. I know that I talked about that in the last episode. Or 2 episodes ago, whenever we were discussing the issues there. I think the controller episode might have been it. Get a lover's car, which isn't going to do anything for us. We're going the wrong way. All right. But I've not bought a computer component in a while, and it reminds me of the good old days when I used to build my own computers. I mean, that was my thing. I prided myself on teaching myself how to build and diagnose computers, and you know, I wouldn't say I'm an expert on it or anything. I certainly am no Linus Tech Tips or, you know, whoever the tech guru is out here on the YouTubes, but I know a decent amount. And it's always kind of terrifying whenever I change a piece of hardware, because I know me, and I'll be, at first I will approach it as if, like, okay, we just need to fix this one issue, right? And it's like, well, if we're gonna do this, we might as well do this. It's like, well, if we might as well, you know what I mean? It's a continual cycle of, well, we might as well, since we spent all this money on this, we might as well buy this. And then it's like, well, okay, well, how about we might as well get better CPU, or, you know, a better power supply. And then it's just like, okay, well, let's just get a new computer. We didn't miss all that, all the way back up there for Keybum. 10 cents is good enough for me to at least go into the shop. Maybe we can bomb our way for something good. Half price Nun's Habit's not terrible, honestly, but I'm going to wait on that, because even if we get a devil deal right now, we wouldn't be able to take it without the Soul Heart. So the Soul Heart that we just picked up in the shop is more important than the Nun's Habit pickup, which doesn't have any benefit to us whatsoever. Gonna be Haunt, but luckily we got the arena with the barrels in it, so we should be okay here, as long as we can time our shots with the barrel. See, what we can't do is we can't lose the Soul Heart, and we just lost the Soul Heart, so. Alright. So now we are dependent on us getting an HP upgrade from Haunt in order for us to get the Devil Deal. We did get the HP upgrade, and boy howdy. What a fan-schmabulous Devil Deal here. Now, we do have at least enough to get a full round of taps on the first payout for this Demon Judgment, but that's about it. I'm not taking Blood Rights because it's just bad. Kind of like Mom's toenail. So we get a Guppy item here, and I don't know where the secret room is. I keep wanting to say it's there, but it's not. Could be there. Could be there. I guess technically it could be here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, no, so it can't be there. It's got to be it's got to be right here. I mean, that's the only place that it would make sense. Oh boy. All right. Well, we are very quickly approaching the mid-game area of this run here, and without any stat upgrades, our starting stats are great. They're great for starts, but we need to start improving on them soon. Curse the Unknown. And this just exemplifies what we've been seeing in the last really a couple weeks here in June, where it's a run that just never, you know, you have those dreams where you're in a fight and you just can never kind of throw a punch at full speed. It's always at like 80% speed. Everything's moving in slow motion. You know, it's kind of like that's kind of like how our June runs have been going. It's not quite there to be really, really powerful or, you know, really unique or anything like that. It's just it's like the last couple. I don't know what I was doing there. It's like the last couple of runs have really just kind of. Okay, let's get out of this room first before we start taking any more damage. How about that? We got clipped by the champion, so I have no clue how much HP we have left now. All right. Yeah, these starting stats are not going to last us very long. I would say by the end of this floor or next floor, we need to have a significant tears upgrade or damage upgrade, preferably damage upgrade right now. Our tears are still sufficient enough to take us through the mid game. But it's just like I was saying, like there is a certain level of restraint that every one of these runs feel like they've been having. Like we've had some kind of limiter factor on there. And it's been really strange with how consistent the lack of power has been in the last I would say 2 weeks or so of runs. Careful the schmoves here from the dips. Our shot speed is over 1.0, so you know that any little movement's gonna make anything that moves across either the ground or in the air just fly across the screen at like Mach 10. And I have to pretend that I'm pretty sure we only have 1 HP now. It's our red heart HP container. That's it. So get sulfuric acid, which is going to give us a damage upgrade and also give us the ability to break pots and rocks and that sort of thing. We are on half of a red heart. So we have even less HP than I thought we did. You saw right there, sulfuric acid will open the door if you proc it on a doorway. A lot of bombs. You can also open up. That's great. You can also open up secret rooms. Anything destructible like that. Get pretty fly, which is fine. Bombs are key, which gives us a lot of keys, but. Go back here, see if we can get a red heart. Even just a half heart. Or soul heart. I mean, that would be ideal. Or just more bombs, too. And we have to be with one half red heart of HP right now. We have to be exceedingly careful about what we shoot. Even in a room like this, we have to be very, very, very careful with these mushrooms here. They may be wondering, how do I know that I'm on half of a red heart? Well, it's because there's a little pee puddle at the doorway whenever we enter into a new room. That signals that you are down to your last hit. So all bets are off, and we gotta... You know, I know that we got clipped by that champion earlier, but this is the state of things right now. So we gotta lock in, because we're in for a long haul here again. Another standard June run here, it looks like. Get a soul heart, which takes us out of the danger zone for now. But that movement speed down pill that we got was pretty devastating. We had another red heart, or another soul heart here from a random poop pile, which I will take, obviously. Thank you to the petrified poop for that one. So we saw Mama Mega on the back burner here. We're most likely going to just end up using her for depths 2 at this point, so we can get into the boss rush. I don't feel compelled to rush for boss rush right now. It would be unwise to. We simply just do not have the capabilities to keep ourselves safe at this moment. So man, this is the map size is just insane, man. I have no clue where the secret room is. I'm not even gonna try. I mean, that is a void-sized Caves 1. People have been posting screenshots of their massive maps on the subreddit too. It is hilarious how bad it's gotten. Big bomb damage there. But you're seeing the lack of movement speed now. It's Synth Oil, which is going to give us a nice damage upgrade. Curse of Lost. Eventually we'll get a curseless floor. Tractor Beam would be great here if we can get it, but I highly doubt we will be that lucky, as we have minus 0.74 luck. Not that that really matters, of course, in the grand scheme of things, but it's just something to be aware of. Your secret room is there. Colonel D Sizzle would be nice, but we just don't have enough. But we don't have flying. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get a nickel from that Penny-Eyed Keeper. Great block by Pretty Fly there. Little tip about pink fires, if you didn't know. If you see a pink fire shoot at you, and as long as you've not left the room and come back in, it will not shoot you again. So they only get one and done for shots. So as long as you dodge that initial pink fire shot, it will not have the chance to shoot at you again. As long as you don't reset the room. As in, like, you don't walk out and walk back in. Wow. How tough is that red champion here? Good lord. I think it took a blast and also poison and still was just floating along with a big smile on its face. Double Soul Heart, that's what we want right there from Contract from Below. In our time of need. Not all dire straits in this run. Oh, wow, look at that. Talking about Contract from Below. Saving us here. It's not all dire straits, obviously. We've got good damage here thanks to Synth Oil now, and again, our base tears rate is still good. Sulfuric acid gives us a nice tear effect, but it's just something we have to be cautious of. So really what we need is movement speed and tears right now. 5.70 damage is good, but it's not great. But we need some more mobility. Surely they can't be all bad, right? Again, this map looks like it's just another one of those giant labyrinth maps, and it's still going. It's still going. All right. Charge key here doesn't really do anything because, again, we don't have a spacebar item that operates off of charges. Mama Mega is gonna open up this run on the on Depths 2 for us, though. I have faith. I have faith that Mama Mega is going to treat us with a good boss rush. Perfect timing on that bomb right there. Another HP upgrade here. And I'm going to take Death's Touch. So we lose some tears rate, which is not ideal. But we gain piercing shots and more damage. Which is ideal. We just need to get our movement speed up, and we need to get our tears rate back, and then we will be on our way. I still have faith, June. Hey, look at that. We got a curseless floor. And truth be told, we're not that far behind on boss rush. We wouldn't make it, of course, unless if I use sulfuric acid to get through doors and stuff, which I'm not. I mean, I guess I could because we're not trying to go for charges on a spacebar item or anything. But as you've seen here in the on that last floor especially, we are motivated to go for more clears because of Contract from Below, because of the potential to get those double soul heart drops, double chest drops, that kind of stuff. So there's more incentive for us here to be less annoyed by the dead ends and everything, and just look at it as opportunity for Contract from Below to make this run better. That's how I'm kind of approaching it here. We get Counterfeit Penny, which is going to give us a little bit of extra shot in the arm here for our economy anyway. I'm hoping that we get the stopwatch or something in the shop so we can just boost our movement speed. I feel like it's been forever and a day since we fought like Hush, we fought Old Beastie, we fought Lamb. You know, but we got to do what we got to do. Sometimes you just gotta play cautious, and you know, I maintain that a couple of these runs, especially that run where we had the wafer, if we didn't have the wafer on that run, we were done. I mean, that was it. And from the runs on Tuesday's stream as well, it's been rough out there, Sarge. This is the Infinity Rock room, by the way. There's usually a Tinted Rock in there. What I wouldn't do for a soy milk run, or a yeah, give me some Aya Belial action. Give me. I guess we did have Godhead on Wacky Wednesday. Knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I saw that chest, I was like, you know what? It's probably gonna take us to the Devil Deal. We're gonna have to redo that room again. The champion didn't get a clear chance to hit us yet. You get Olympic Coal, which is great. Whoever's card doesn't matter. So we do get Lump of Coal here. We're kind of motivated to miss the Devil Deal now, but we probably weren't going to make it anyway with 33.8% chance. Accidentally found the secret room. We get a greed fight. Okay, so Steam Sale would do wonders for us here. Okay. All right, and eventually we'll find a shop and an item room and a boss room and everything will be honky-dory. There we go, we got a sticky nickel here. I think it should be. I think it would be okay to ask that sulfuric acid tears could move sticky nickels. Get Mom's Key here, and pretty much the worst card in the game. I really don't understand what the appeal would be of a card like the Reverse Priestess card. I really don't. It's just like Mom's Toenail, except it's a card. There is no strategical value that I can ever dream of where having Mom's Toenail or having a Reverse Priestess card would ever help you in a run. The only way that I would say that would be true is if and only if you had the ability to have the explosive immunity would stop the stomp damage like it used to back in the good old days. Get another orbital here. I could use a Soul of Isaac for it, but I think it's better off for Boss Rush. I would have really loved to have gotten a movement speed upgrade here. And we did get a Devil Deal after all, but I'm not going to go in there. It was a Krampus fight. We already know it. All right, Mama Mega. Now is the time. Show us the way. Show us the way to go home. Tired and I want to go to bed. Had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. Surprisingly, we did not get Curse the Blind. All right, Mama Mega, lead the way. She is the one who points the way. The voice from the outer world. $27 keys. I think we can afford to go into the to the vault here. We get a tiers upgrade. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. We're almost back to our starting tiers rate. Yeah, we never got a chance to see if we got that, if we could get the tractor beam. Oh, well. Might as well go in the curse room. We have plenty of HP here. And the Soul of Isaac's going to be pretty instrumental for us. If we have a boss rush that's just not good. And that being said, obviously I don't want to do boss rush. So we may not do it. We may not bring the Soul of Isaac in there, and instead we may use the Fool card just to skip it. Okay, blue map. No movement speed upgrade in there. We get an Empress card, which doesn't really matter. And we certainly don't need any more keys. Flat file now. Now you got my attention. Flat file is going to remove all spikes from the entire run. And now I'm listening here. And yes, that does include curse rooms. It's in our best interest to go back and just do a full clear here because Mama Mega is just going to wipe out everything. And boy, is she wiping it out. Okay. So it really comes down to, do we want to use the Soul of Isaac for the boss rush, or do we want to use it for the devil deal? And now's the time we have to make a decision. I think what I want to do is I'm going to skip out on the boss rush. I'm just gonna teleport out. What was this again? First card. I think I'm going to use the Soul of Isaac either for the devil deal or the chest. Moon card's fine. Moon card actually saves us a little bit of extra time here instead of using the Fool card. Now, we don't want to kill Mom here. We want to go back. We just want to go straight to the boss rush. Boss rush door, that is. Almond milk is almond bad. We get Jello, Cane's other eye, and mini hides.
The moon.
Well, it's the thought that counts, I guess. Thank you for trying, Mama Mega. Really, it wasn't Mama Mega's fault either. It was more the game's fault. We don't get W anyway. And, yeah. Bowl rated up. We're doing everything I can to get the best possible items that we can get, and the game is not doing it. Left hand, we have Mom's key, so it's better for us to have golden key chests and stuff rather than red chests. Although, to be fair, we could possibly also get Guppy out of that. We do have one Guppy item, if you remember. But at the same time, I also really like having flat file for rooms like this. And the curse room. So it took damage anyway. Oop. Remember, every time you use Shoop to Whoop, you say it, you get 10% damage bonus in game. Little unknown fact to those of you who are newer members of the Mosh Pit out there. Yeah, see, this constitutes a whole. I just don't feel like I can't be bothered in this room. Same thing with this room here. Because of course, sulfuric acid doesn't proc. Shoop to Whoop does inherit our damage as well. So it's, you know, Shoop's good. You just have to use. All you got to do is you just have to have the base damage. I mean, it all revolves around damage in Isaac. If you can't kill things effectively, then you're gonna be in trouble. Mega chest, but we have no way of teleporting out of there. And there's no guarantee. I mean, it would be an absolute metric butt ton of loot, but do I want to do a mob trap room for it? It could also be a double item pedestal in there. I'm not going to take the Eternal Heart. We need to maintain Polar Invincibility here. That was a really big floor. I don't even think we saw all of it either. Ooh. One Loki meandered away from us a little bit there. Alright, we did get another Tears upgrade and a second Guppy item. Okay. Alright, game. I see what you're trying to set us up for, try to give us hope, and I know for a fact that it's not going to happen. We know the rule of twos. You can't have two. You can't have more than two of anything. I'm going to try, never mind. Just seal the deal for me right there. The Guppy's Eye is going to show us the contents of every chest and fire and everything like that, and show that there was no items in there. Where's the blind? So I am looking forward to getting the new graphics card. I'm hopeful that I don't have to end up formatting, but I probably will have to format my computer. It's something that all computers really, truly need. The reason why I took that blind item was because I just wanted to. It wasn't going to be a secret room item because it was in a golden chest, so I'm not worried about it being missing no or anything like that. Fortunately, we can't skip out of here now, even with sulfuric acid. See how many extra attacks Daddy feels like doing? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. Green bloat. You're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs there. Think about that, bloat. Bombs have been instrumental in helping us with some boss kills here in this run. Woo. This is just the sort of the luxury you have, being able to just be like, nope, I'm out. I'm not going to play your little game here, game. Now, obviously, we want to clear the easy rooms that we can because we want the full charge and Shoop to Whoop. And then we hopefully will get some kind of good drops out of those rooms that we do decide to clear instead of skip. Do not like that egglet room. Because Shoop is such a low cooldown item, you don't need to. Basically you can almost use it in every single room. Having that on-call Brimstone is real nice. Even nicer if you have the 4.5 volt, which obviously we do not. I'd like to drop a bomb here for a little bit of supplemental damage, just to help out a little bit. Try to get her past this stage here, because we don't want her spawning the Claudies. You get a double deal. And we don't get a double deal. But it gave us enough HP to max us out. But the Guppy Dream is no more. That's technically not true, of course. We can still get Guppy in a random red chest or, you know, a Joker card or something like that. So it's a little bit disingenuous. Not over yet. It's just, it's heading out the door. The possibilities of a Guppy run are diminishing. Really don't want to be in this room, but I do want to at least check the first room. This is terrifying with 0.9 movement speed. And again, another run that we just I don't know what the game's been doing with movement speed lately, man. Oh. There's a random bomb rock right there. Ooh. Screw it, dude. Our movement speed's already trash. Might as well make it trash here. At least we're getting more damage and tears rate. Tears rate upgrade is gonna do us good here. Gonna do us good. Come on, sulfuric acid. That is the biggest eye I've ever seen. Sulfuric acid, I need you to step it up, son. We depend on you to break these walls so I don't have to sit here and fight the rooms. All right, Soul of Isaac. We've already held on to one item for most of this run in the form of Mama Mega. And she did well, but unfortunately for her, the cards just didn't line up for good boss rush items. You can make up for that. You can give us some powerhouse items, and maybe we might even get a delirium kill out of this run. But we would need to have some S tier premium gourmet, premium plus premium item in our chests. I'm talking tip top of the top. Give us a magic mush here. Give us a sacred heart there, which can't show up in the chest unless you get teleported. Jacob's ladder. I mean, there's a world of possibilities that we can get for upgrades here. It's on your hands, Soul of Isaac. What are you gonna do? You gonna be good or evil? D-Bizzle. We get C-Section. Get a Stigmata, which is going to give us an HP upgrade. I'm going to re-roll D-Bizzle. And when we get Bloody Gust, honestly, that's fine. I guess mini chest. Okay, so C-Section was not one of the ones I had in my bingo card, but C-Section plus Lump of Coal is very, very good. They do deal a significant amount of damage to everything the longer that they linger in a room. The reverse tower card, which could give us potentially a tinted rock. It did. It gave us 3 tinted rocks. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Incredible. You see there, the sulfuric acid babies still have the sulfuric acid effect. C-Section is going to absolutely smoke this room here. And now I wish I would have taken almond milk in the boss rush. But obviously there was no way that I would have known that we were going to get C-Section on this run. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Look at the chunkage. Look at the chunkage. Only we had like Spirit Sword and Tech 1. Some little lightsaber Sith babies here. So we are gonna get the dub here, courtesy of C-Section. It was a long road to get there, but we got there eventually. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great start to your Friday. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you as well for all the support on this video and all the other videos from this previous week, and everyone who came by the live stream as well on Tuesday. It was a rough stream, but we got through towards the end. So thank you, everybody. Have a great start to your weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Dimble Wimble, Pokey Stick, and Shock Top. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.